And here's the video review for the Transformers 30th Anniversary Generations Bumblebee. It comes with a pack-in comic, which is the Spotlight Bumblebee, which is actually a pretty good comic. I don't like it as much as Spotlight Megatron, but it's pretty cool. The yellow, it's looking a little paler on the camera than it is in hand. It's a little bit of a richer yellow than it looks there, at least on screen from where I'm looking at. But it is still kind of a palish yellow, and the paint here is kind of a greenish tint just because it's kind of a thin layer of yellow paint. It doesn't match the figure itself, and you can kind of see it on his arms there as well. But yeah, you can see he does have the chest stripes. You can kind of see the whole robot folded up under there. He's not. I don't like him as much as Megatron, but he's not bad. You don't have to leave the weapons on. There he is, based off his updated alt mode in the comic book when he was leader of the Autobots. Technically, I guess he was still leader of the Autobots on Cybertron. I'm not sure where status quo is there currently in the comic book, but he just got repaired and all is good. But yeah, this was his alt mode for a while on Earth after getting beat up by Thundercracker, I think. Got blown up by somebody and then got repaired into maybe it was Skywarp, into an updated Camaro-ish sports car body, and became leader of the Autobots. But yeah, there he is. Transform him is fairly simple. You just want to bring the legs out like that, flip them out. You can see there's some fake headlights on his feet. And you just take this piece, bend it down, and flip it up to form those feet. Yeah. You stay up here. He's a little loose, a little looser than I would like as well. Then up here, you just want to bring the arms out to the sides. And you see this whole piece, you can kind of see this is his spine right here. You just collapse this whole piece down, which reveals his head, which is not on a ball joint, but it does swivel. And then this piece, you actually bring down like this, and then it pegs into his back here. Not very well, it's just a little peg up here on top. It doesn't peg in very well, and then it leaves the backpack hanging out like that. Yeah, I just kind of fold it flat because it's easier that way. And then the arms come up. You sort of take the shoulder pieces up like this, like that. Again, you can see kind of some of the looseness playing in a factor here. I may have to tighten some of those joints up with some floor finish. And then this whole piece right here, again, much like on both movie Bumblebee and I think one of the animated Bumblebee or Prime Bumblebees, maybe even both of them, you just kind of collapse this whole piece in like that when the doors sit on the back of his shoulders, and there is Bumblebee. Again, the yellow paint is a little off on his arms, and he's very loose and floppy. Not really loose, but looser than I'd like. He does have the stripes on his chest. He is, get him on the camera here. The stupid tripod is starting to fail on me. I need to get a new tripod. It was only $8 though, so that's not the end of the world. And the guns, again, you flip these out, and you can, those fold all the way in? No, they can't. Okay. But you can fold them down like that and have them hold them double blasters. You can fold them out like that and plug them in that way, but on the outside of the car it looks a little silly. But you can plug them together to form one single gun, flip one of these down, and he can hold it in his hand as one single weapon. Here he is, real quick, a comparison with Generations Megatron, and you can see that he's, at the top of the head, he's just slightly taller, and that also bothers me a little bit, because that version of Megatron was big and beefy, and I really would have liked to see a Voyager of him, as I mentioned. As a Deluxe, he's very cool, and a good size to carry around with you, but if you're looking for scale, this line, at least this wave, is not going to do it for you. But yeah, like I said, I like the design on this. There are a couple parts I wish weren't so loose. I would like to have seen a better yellow. I don't know what word I'm looking for. The yellow is a little pale. I definitely would have liked to have seen maybe some slightly more matching paint apps on the gun and the forearms. He just feels very basic. I mean, like Megatron has not an overly wrought transformation, but it feels more satisfying transforming Megatron than it does Bumblebee. I wish this backpack sat a little better, pegged in a little better on his back, but yeah, what can you do? It's not bad. If you get the whole set as a wave, then there you go. I wouldn't. If if you're into Bumblebee, I wouldn't mind him. I'd recommend picking him up, but I don't know. I think Megatron still remains my favorite of the wave. Orion Pax may come in second. We'll see. But yeah, he's decent. I think he's better than some of the deluxes we've gotten lately. But I don't think he's unless you just really dig the character. I don't think he's a rush out and hunt down. But there it is. Transformers 30th anniversary Bumblebee.